Thanks for tuning in to another Stuff in Us video, guys. Today we're going to be checking out the Talon grips. If you're not familiar with Talon grips, they are grips that you can add to your firearms that is going to give you better grips, improved control, and it's also going to help you with your follow-up shots, which is really cool. When it comes to the grips, they make grips for firearms, they make grips for your rifles. They also have these new grips that I didn't know about that are grips for your slides. They also make grips for your game controllers if you're a gamer. They also make grips for things like your phone. And they also have sheets that you can cut out yourself if you wanted to add grip to anything in particular, which is kind of cool. First and foremost, firearm safety. Make sure that your firearms are unloaded. Look inside, make sure you feel, make sure there's no rounds in there because you don't want anything to happen. Okay, so we are unloaded, our safety is on, and we are good to go. Okay, so you're gonna take one of these wipes that was included in your package, and let's just open that up. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and just wipe down the entire surface of the grip where you're gonna be installing your Talon grip. And now we're ready for the installation process. You see on the back here, you can see how it's cut. What I'm going to do is just kind of peel these apart just so that we have separate areas. These are going to be the points at which it's going to mold to the handle. So make sure you kind of let these loose so that when you go to install it, it's a little easier as far as flexing around things and stuff like that. All right, cool. So now we have our grip. It's all fully open and ready to install. So what I did is I took a little towel and I just kind of rolled it up. I put it under the barrel of the shotgun, laid it down on the table like this, and now we're able to stand this up so that we can do our install. We're going to peel off from here to here. All right, just like that. So we're going to stop right there. Actually, what we're going to do is just tear off the paper like that. So now we just have this portion open. So on the back of the shotgun here, I'm not sure if you can see, let me raise this up so you can kind of see. There's a line, I don't know if you can see it, there's a line that runs down the back of this handle. And that's gonna be where we're gonna line up our V on the top and the V on the bottom. The T, make sure the T is on the top for the Talon. All right, so we're gonna line it up right with the edge here, just like that. Make sure it's centered. I think it's nice and centered over where the safety is. And just kind of pat down this area. And then over here we're still gonna tuck. So you can kind of leave this loose. Don't want to tuck this down, but you might be able to want to tap down just the top portion of that right there. But I'm gonna leave this loose because we're gonna have to wrap material under this. And let's go ahead and take off the rest of our backing paper. Now on the top here, we're just gonna want to make sure that our line lines up just like that. So you can see it's perfectly aligned right there, which is nice. So we're just going to tap that down like that. So our middle line here is lined up. We're just going to tap that down just like that. We can see we got that area down. And this area here, we're going to tap that down just like that too. Cool. Now we have over here, tap that down. Okay, now this is where it's going to overlap. So if you see here, they actually touch, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to lift up this first part, and you're going to fold this under like that. And then you're going to fold this piece over the top. So we have it installed. It's in place. This material is really nice. This is the Pro material, and I really like the way it feels. Feels good. Get a nice grip on there, which is nice. It feels solid now. The other way it felt a little slippery in your hand, but this feels really nice. Now that we have that installed, what we need to do is we need to take our heat gun. The heating up of the grip is going to kind of warm up the glue that's on here, and it's going to help it bind a little bit better. It's going to help it grip, and it's going to help you last longer. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to warm this up, not too hot. You don't want to melt it. You want to warm it up to about the temperature of a cup of coffee. And once you feel it's about that warm, you can kind of back off of it and then kind of work it in with your hands. All right, let's fill this. It's pretty warm. Yep, that's about a cup of coffee. All right, and all we're gonna do is just go in here and just kind of work it in. You can use your thumbs, just kind of working those corners, working all the seams. Make sure you're really pushing it down good. Especially these corners here, you want to make sure you really work them in really good. These are usually going to be your fail points as far as you get where you're going to get lifting and stuff like that. And then once it starts to lift, dirt gets under, and then it's all bad after that. So make sure you just push it down really good, get really good adhesion. So that's one down, and we have 3 more grips to install. So let's get started on those ones. Okay, so unfortunately the top camera decided to stop working while I was taking off the old grip. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like underneath. So this is the old grip here, and we just peeled it off just like that. And underneath there was all this glue residue. So I used one of the included wipes, but because of the stippling that's on here, it kind of tore up the wipe that I had. So to get the rest of this adhesion off, I got a towel and I got some alcohol, and we're going to take the rest of it off. Here we go. We're going to be installing the Pro Grip gun grip, this one here, and then we're also going to be installing the granulate slide grip for the top of our Glock, which is really cool. This is something I didn't have before. This is a new product, which is really neat. So one of the cool things about this new Pro Grip versus my older grip is it has a little hole for the little Glock logo. Look at that, a little Glock logo can show through. That's pretty cool. Okay, there goes the backing, and same as before. All right. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so we have this portion on. Now we're going to continue going around the back here. Okay, now let's pull the rest of our backing paper off of here. There you go. Nice. Okay, so right here, there's like a little slit, and that goes right where this little groove is for your finger on your handgun. So that goes like that. All right, and then we just push this down. Okay, now we have the little flappy doos that are going to go around. But the little flappy doos are going to tuck under this part here. So make sure you peel this back just a little bit like that. All right, over the top. And then this one, you go over the top like that, making sure you get it in the groove. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to fold this over like that. I might have to peel this other portion back a little bit. So now we have it open, and now we're just going to fold these over like that. And like that, and like that. Those 3 are going to go over, and then now this piece is going to fold back over the top. Ta-da! Just like that. And now it's all sealed up. The color on these grips are really cool. Like all the different colors they have, makes it really nice. We're going to start our heat gun process for this portion. Again, to the temperature of a cup of coffee. All right, and now let's give it a feel. That's nice and warm. Yep, like a cup of coffee. Okay, so now we're just going to go in here, and we're just going to make sure we push all of our corners down. You can use your fingertips for the edges, and then for the bigger portions, you can use your palm, kind of push down like that. Just make sure you get all these little areas where the edges are. Make sure you push those down really good. Check that out. That is fully installed. Really nice looking. Of course, with Talon grips, the fit is always perfect because they do such a good job of cutting these things out to fit your specific handgun. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the slide grip for the Glock19. Now, I'm going to kind of get a feel for what it feels like now. My hands are a little sweaty because we've been doing things and I've been using the heat gun. So right now when I pull back, there's a little bit of slippage. As you can see, I'm going to show you here. There's a little bit of slippage. Little bit. You can grip it and it's pretty good, but if you don't grip it, too well, you can get a little bit of slippage there. Okay, same thing. Now we're going to go in here and clean the slide. So just kind of go in there and we're just going to make sure it's nice and clean. Make sure we're getting any kind of oil and stuff off of there. Perfect. Okay, so now we have it nice and clean. So this is our slide grip, which is really cool. This one's for the double. This is just a double stack, so it should fit all double stack Glock models. So these little guys go in the grooves, and look, you can just kind of push them in there. They just kind of already fit. Look at that. That's cool. So it goes in the negative grooves, goes over the top, and seals in. Really neat. All right, so let's get this installed. It's a little split. Boom. Okay, same thing over here. We're gonna take off that paper from the other side. Boom, just like that. Again, we can always remove this, so we're just gonna put it down first, just kind of just like that. Okay, now we're going to go to the sides over here, and we are going to make sure that they fit into the grooves nicely. So just kind of start folding over like that. So there's that one. and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. Boom! Check that out. That looks freaking cool, man. Heck yeah. All right, now let's do the other side. Let's do that one and that one right in the groove there. So check this out. This is really cool. We got the grips here on the slide, on the top with the T for the Talon, and it wraps around. This just looks really cool. And as far as functionality, let's see how it works. Let's remember how it was before. Yeah, there's no way you're slipping now. There's no way you're slipping now. This material here is the granulate material, which is more of like a sandpaper or a grip tape from like a skateboard. So it's super grippy. So as far as grip goes, it's really nice. Let's go through and heat it up. Again, warm it up to about the heat of a cup of coffee. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty warm. All right, and then we just make sure it's nice and tacky. Awesome. So that's done. This is the Glock19. We installed the Pro Grip gun grip, and we installed the granulate slide grip on the top here, which is looking really cool. I really like the way it sits in these slide grooves here, which is really nice. So that one's done. So now we have one firearm left. That's the Ruger LCP. And yeah, let's get that one installed. Okay guys, so we have one grip left to install. That's gonna be the slide grip here for the Ruger LCP, all right? Take this off again, just like that. And then we're gonna wipe down the slide of our Ruger here. All right, then we're just gonna make sure that's nice and dry. Same as before, it's a breakaway in the middle. So just peel away one side, just like that. Peel away the other side, just like that. All right, just gonna line it up like that. Okay, that should be the middle right there. And then let's just go to the sides here and make sure that all of our grooves, it lines up with all of the grooves in our slide. Okay, so here we go. And just kind of push down with your thumb, kind of working your way around, just like that. And then now we're gonna push them in to the slide grooves. Perfect. Okay, so that's one side done right there. Now we're gonna flip over to the other side and do the same thing on the other side. So now we got those, all right, so now we got the other side into the grooves as well, which is really nice. And check that out. That looks really good. Check out that slide grip. Really nice looking. All right, so again, we're gonna warm it up just like that. And it's a pretty simple installation process on all of these. It's just the same all the way around. So again, you want to warm it up to about the temperature of a cup of coffee. Once it's there, you're just going to go through and just work it in the grooves. Work it down with your thumb. Kind of push them in there like that. Cool, and you're good to go. All right, so the Ruger LCP slide grip is fully installed and it looks really good. This is really nice for the top of this. Going to be really easy to rack this gun now without any problems. All right guys, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about any of the grips or any of the firearms, feel free to leave those down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that every time we put out a new video, you get notified. And until next time, see ya.